So do you want to invest, but you're afraid? Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, IRAs, Roth IRAs, cryptocurrency, and the list goes on. So you want to learn how to invest, but you don't know where to start, and you don't know who to trust, right? Today I'm sharing 5 simple steps that you need to follow before you start investing. I'm Dakota Grady, DG, the Money Coach, and I'm all about helping you to master your finances. Let's dive into the conversation. You're here because you want to invest. In fact, if you haven't started investing, drop in the chat below that you haven't started investing, or maybe you have. Maybe you're just beginning. Maybe you've been investing for a couple of years, or maybe you've been investing for a long time. Whatever the case may be, drop in the chat below. I want to help you to be prepared for investing. Investing is one way that you can build wealth for you and your family. Wealth is basically having income from different sources, and you're making more money than you will be making at your job or your business. That's what wealth means. So I want to help you to be prepared so that you can build wealth the right way. And the first thing you need to do is have a money plan. A money plan is simply a budget. If you want to go anywhere when it comes to your finances, you need a money plan. My wife and I, before we got married, she was a spender. I'm a saver naturally, so I was good with my finances. And when we got married, there was a clash of the titans. Because I wanted to save, she wanted to spend. And one thing that really has helped our marriage and our finances is doing a money plan together, a budget. I know some people may have his money or her money. Before we got married, my wife and I went to at least 2 counseling sessions with her bishop. He said all money that comes into the household is household money, not her money. My money is our money. And that right there was a key turning point before we got married. And now it's also a bedrock in our marriage. Our money in our household is household money. We work together on our finances, and the budget is one way to do that. So if your marriage is struggling, I recommend that you work together with your finances. It'll help heal your marriage and talk about important goals that you have independently and together. And if you're single, this will help you be more attractive because you'll know how to manage your finances and not be wasteful. First foundation of building wealth and investing is knowing where your money is going every month. And a money plan or a budget is going to get you there. Imagine trying to invest and you don't have a roadmap. Well, the roadmap and the starting point is having a money plan. If you want to get your free money plan, drop in the chat below, money plan, and I'll send you a link for getting your free resource. The second thing you need to do is have a rainy day fund, a mini rainy day fund of $500 to $1,500. Here's why. When I moved to Tennessee, I had multiple jobs. Within a 7-year time frame, I lost 4 jobs, y'all. But each time we lost jobs, I lost a job, I should say, we had money saved. We had a rainy day fund for rainy days. I didn't know I was going to get fired from those jobs. I just knew that I wanted to work, and it didn't work out. Whether it was performance or whether it was just me, it didn't work out. But each time we had money saved. Imagine losing your job with no savings. I know it's scary, isn't it? But imagine if you lost a job and you had money to fall back on that could float you to the next payday or the next time you got a job. And that's what a mini rainy day fund will do for you. It will be a life support for you and your marriage, or even if you're single. It'll help you to navigate life unexpected emergencies. So make sure you get your rainy day fund set up. Put the money in a money market account, regular savings account, even a high yield savings account. Park it there for rainy days, not to just splurge. That lifeline will help you with your finances. And the third one, which is ditching debt. That's right, paying off debt. My wife and I, we got married, and I didn't have any debt, right? But she had debt from student loans, and actually the conversation blew up into the argument because she didn't tell me about all the debt she had. But luckily I had money saved, and I was reasonable. I took the money that I had saved before we got married and paid off not her debt, but our debt. That's right, I said again. When I got married to my wife, her debt became my debt. We worked together to pay off about $20,000 of debt. I want you to pay off your debt. Here's why. If you didn't have any debt, you have money, and you have money to invest more in your retirement, right? To help you build wealth faster. Because if you have payments, it slows down your building process. So I want you to have a mindset change, because debt is a thief. It's coming to kill, steal, and destroy your financial future. You may not think it is, but it is, because you're paying payments every single month, making someone else rich while you're staying broke. I don't want you to be broke. I want you to be debt-free so that you can invest in your future and your legacy for you, your children, your grandchildren, and beyond. But you must be willing to become debt-free in order for this process to work. I know people say, well, have a credit card and build credit. Well, when you build credit, you're going into debt every single time. No matter if you pay it off early, you're still paying something back that isn't yours. So why not be debt-free and live the life that you want? I'm challenging you to pay off debt in 90 days. See how much debt you can pay off and not use any more debt for 90 days. See how it feels. In fact, I did a debt-free challenge this year, and my wife and I were able to pay off over, I think, about $4,000 in debt in 3 months, y'all. So if we can do it, you can too. But it started with a mindset change and then a heart change. You must realize that debt is not a tool. Debt is a thief. Remember, the thieves are going to come and steal, kill, and destroy your dreams and your whole desires for your financial future. The next thing you need to do is build that mini rainy day fund from $500 to $1,500 to 3 to 9 months of expenses. Here's why. So you have a house and you have a leaky roof and you don't have a rainy day fund. What are you going to do? Revert back to going back into debt. That's right. You're going to go back into debt and say, well, I'm using it as my emergency fund. And wrong answer. The whole point of this whole process is to help you become debt-free, build you a big savings account for rainy days, such as a leaky roof, job loss, maybe a car stops working, dishwasher stops working, maybe a child has an emergency, she breaks her arm on a trampoline, whatever the case may be. You have a big chunk of change sitting in the rainy day fund, ready to be used in the event that you need it. This fund is not for you to go on vacation and enjoy life with. It is a lifesaver so that you won't be on life support, financially speaking. So make sure you have your rainy day fund built. Start with the mini one first, pay off your debt, and then increase it to a mega rainy day fund of 3 to 9 months. So thank me later. Point number 5 is learning about investing and hiring a pro. When I started my investing journey, I met with a financial advisor, and I was already educated about it, but he walked me through the process of investing. And I recommend investing at least 10 to 15% of your income that you take home. Now, you can invest in different vehicles, but the whole point is to learn about investing. What types of vehicles are available? Again, I mentioned some of them at the beginning of the show. But the whole point is to get educated so that you will be knowledgeable about what kind of investments that you want to invest in and how you're going to build your wealth. How you're going to use those vehicles to grow wealth. There are a variety of things you can do when it comes to investing. You can do mutual funds, stocks, bonds, real estate, crypto if you want to, but I recommend a certain kind of investments. If you want to know more about investing and what I recommend, watch this video right here, and I'll see you in the next video.